Do you see the curve of this Earth? Now, Professor Dave Explains says you do, and he's a scientist.
Except for all the footage that shows it isn't flat, which of course is CGI because he says so. In reality, all sufficiently high altitude footage shows the curvature of the horizon, whether it's the 24/7 live feed from the ISS, amateur weather balloon footage, or anything else, much of which entirely predates the existence of CGI. Once you get really high, you see it. Always.
Now, Neil deGrasse Tyson says you don't see it from that height.
And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't, it's fine. He wants to, I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
Now, which one is it? I'm a flat earther, and I say you don't see the curve of the Earth. I would love to know the scientific explanation of where you see the curve of the Earth from. At 4,000 feet, I've never seen the curve of this Earth. I see a horizon rise right up to my eye levels. At 30,000 feet, I've seen the horizon rise up right to my eye levels. At 90,000 feet, with a hot air balloon, I've seen, the camera bounces up and down a little bit, but it's a straight horizon line. It's not curved. Now, I don't know where you would see it from according to their science. According to some, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, you have to be on a NASA rocket ship, and you have to be basically at the International Space Station in order to see the curve of this Earth, because you do not see it with the naked eye. Now, when people come along and say that you do, that's really detrimental to the globe model, because this isn't just a flat Earth proof. This is kind of what flat Earth is. Flat Earth is the observational truth that the Earth is an expanse. It's an expanse of water, it's an expanse of land, and it's an expanse of gases. And the gases don't curve. They expand and they contract, but the horizon is a straight line, always, except when the image is manipulated through the technology. Now, if they have a scientific explanation of where you do see the curve of the Earth, and then they show non-distorted images of that curve, I would love to hear that. Because again, this isn't just why I believe the Earth is flat. This is what flat Earth is. Flat Earth is not a planet. It's an expanse. And that's what you see, and that's what you observe, besides NASA pictures. And when the debunkers and when the YouTubers come along and they say, you see the curve of the Earth, I go, whoa. I don't see the curve of the Earth. And I've never heard the scientific explanation of where you see it from and how all that works. So, I would love to hear a scientific explanation, what height you see the curve of the Earth from, because you seem to be faking the shape of the Earth. And the more you do that, the more people are going to come over to flat Earth. Explain to us why we don't see the curve of this Earth. This is really important to flat Earth. It is an expanse of gases, and it's just what the eye see, and it's not seeing a planet. And you don't look down on it. It just comes right up to you. And you are lying to yourself if you've seen otherwise at 4,000 feet or at 30,000 feet. You're using technology to show me otherwise. And I've experienced it for myself. I don't have to be scientifically literate to understand that. And I got a scientist named Neil deGrasse Tyson who disagrees with these other scientists. So let's get them in the room together And let's get to the bottom of the situation. And I'd love to hear it and listen to it and hear your scientific explanation of where you see the curve of the Earth from.
At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth. That stuff is flat.